So let's see what tools we need in order to do this. First of all, we're going to need to get a fusible, either a fusible web or a glue of some kind that's going to work. And I'm going to tell you something, I have worked with a lot of these cards and just a glue stick is not going to hold. So what we're going to do is use fusible web. Now this is a double papered fusible web. I guess that's what you would call it. It has the fusible in between two pieces of paper. And the nice thing about this is it kind of stays, it's got a tacky part, and so it'll actually stick on the paper and you can move it around before you fuse it. Here is another brand. It's just one-sided, but it's a little heavier weight glue, and it works really well on cards. And then here is what you do. You put the fusible web to the edge of the back side of the paper, and then you basically just peel it off, and the paper and the fusing agent is on the fabric. And this will make it so smooth. That's one of the things that you're going to find is that it'll cover and make all that fabric stay down. You don't have to worry about the raw edges. It's really nice about that, working that way. And so here is the accident that we had, and here's the fusible on the top side. So we have fusible on the top side and fusible on the back side. And then we just fussy cutted out the design, and then what happens is you have to have something like keep the paper that you pulled off and put it over the top, so that when you fuse this, you need to be sure that you're not getting the iron against your fusing agent. And here is the no-sew heaviest. This is the one, if it says no-sew, do not try to sew with it on your sewing machine, because then you're going to end up with a problem with it showing and sticking to the needle. Well, here's another idea. This was actually put through the machine, the Xyron machine, that makes stickers. And so I have just actually run this piece of fabric right through the Xyron machine, and I got the gluing agent on the back side of this. The thing is, when you're working with this, you got to be real careful. The sticky is very sticky. Here is a peel and stick type where you got the, it's like the sticky tape, both sides. So it's double on both sides, it's sticky. And then here's a web also that this was one of the first webs that they ever came out with, and it doesn't have any paper behind it or in front of it or anything. And so that one also is another option to use, but you do have to have something to protect the iron. So you have to be able to get the heat through. Parchment paper is a great tool for that. So parchment paper that you use for cooking works really well. And so here is a shape that I have actually drawn. It's just a half of a heart, and I'm going to show you that. All you have to do is cut around the half of the heart. You fold it in half, because heart shapes are easy, great ways to do a shape. And then I'm just going to score this with a needle so that I can get it off. And then once I get it off, I'm going to take it and put it right to my fabric. And I need it to be flat so I can get it off. Obviously, that makes it easier. And this is the peel and stick product. And believe me, it is sticky, 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 sticky. So once you get that off, it's going to stick wherever you put it. So then when you put it on there, it's no moving, okay? So that's one of the things about the fusible web that I like, is because you can handle it a little easier. And then once you get it on there, then you put it down and makes it permanent.